What is good, Cardano fam, ADA gang? We have lots of exciting updates to unpack today and an unexpected turn of events. Yes, Alex Becker and more. So hit that subscribe, hit that like. Alex Becker says Cardano is probably going to all-time high. Cardano has a lot of attention. Charles Hoskinson is a big name in the space. Cardano does a lot of things right. The technology actually works really well. What a breath of fresh air from just humor to then changing to not bearish anymore to now basically praising Cardano and Charles and recommending it to novice portfolios and whatnot. So who knows, maybe we see an Alex Becker, Charles Hoskinson podcast. However you feel about Alex, he's funny at the end of the day, and he is giving a spotlight to Cardano to tons of people on YouTube and on X. Charles responds to Alex Becker, the clip saying we should definitely talk about this at our next meetup at Chuck E. Cheese. Now, Alex was throwing some humorous jabs, Lord of the Rings reference, Hobbit, Chuck E. Cheese. Charles says, but levity or humor aside, it's good to see people coming around. I agree 100%. Definitely a win. Tony, JRNY Crypto. Some back and forth with Alex. He says it's settled. I'll be spending my Sunday doing a Cardano video. Now, he had a post saying 1K retweets and he'll drop the video and already surpassed that. He says if it goes well, I'll drop a tutorial video next showing how to get set up to trade Cardano assets and which ones I've been scooping. That's fantastic. CoinGecko, another shout out to Cardano, and big respect to XRP. I woke up today to XRP at like $1.14. Crazy, guys. It's great to see the older network effect, the staple names like Cardano ADA, XRP, and others to kind of get that praise and to finally be performing. But we're just getting started. CoinGecko says ADA is up 20% today to 74 cents, reaching this level for the first time since March. Good stuff. BitcoinOS, Cardano is absolutely smashing TON, TRX since becoming a boss. You know, BitcoinOS, become a boss, like a boss. When $1? That's a good question. I said $1 inbound, and then we pumped like another 15, 20 cents. So maybe very soon. We'll see. When do you guys think? Do you think we're going to basically hit $1 or surpass it before the end of the year? I think it's totally doable. TapTool says just in, top Cardano meme coin Snek has hit a new all-time high. Good to see that. And speaking of, Snek also said daily volume on Gateio and MEXC is the highest ever recorded. So I think Snek will play a pivotal, crucial role to onboard a bunch of new users. It is the blue chip premier meme coin on Cardano. Bunch of other good ones too, like Nike. He's a good pig, but we gotta give respect where it's due to the Snek. Deezy has a great thread on kind of reasons why Cardano is undervalued. 7 examples. BitcoinOS unlocks Bitcoin's liquidity over $1 trillion for use within Cardano's ecosystem, employs zero-knowledge cryptography for trustless moving of Bitcoin within the Cardano ecosystem. Governance, the Chang Hard fork essentially turns ADA into a governance token, the world's largest token for governance, in fact. And Cardano CTO saying, I would say it's the biggest event in Cardano history and it really makes us different from many other chains. Community. Cardano never loses a poll. We see that time and time again recently with Altcoin Daily. And that's a thing for a reason. Even during bear markets, the community of builders has always impressed me versus other blockchains. Going to CNFTCon, these names, or RareBloom during the depths of bear in 2022 never felt bearish. The crowd was in fact the complete opposite. And I agree, guys. Community, network effect. What other project has been here since 2017? Still on CMC, still on CoinGecko, still top 10. There are many projects that have outright dissolved. They're gone. They went to zero. Charles Hoskinson and Trump administration. So, of course, we know that Charles has said over and over that it's very clear he will be involved one way or another. Adversary, maybe it's going to be an executive role. One way or another, he will be involved. And if you missed it, he also said that IOG will open a policy office. It will be fully staffed in a couple of months. And we're going to see more in the next 60 to 90 days. Charles will be regularly visiting Washington, D.C. So it's not rumor. These are things that he has said. The effect of Charles working with the upcoming administration is hard to gauge so far. Even in the most bearish scenarios, Cardano is poised to gain immensely no matter what. I agree. Altcoin season. So Cardano is in a prime position to gain value against Bitcoin. We know Bitcoin dominance, we'll take a look at, is still at 60%. So this is fantastic. We're gaining traction. Bitcoin is rising in price. This is the perfect scenario for alts. Truly liquid staking. Most liquid staking protocols in crypto is fugazi. They're not liquid staking protocols. They're liquid staking derivative protocols. Big difference. When you stake on ADA, you can still freely spend your tokens, and guess what? You still get yield, you can vote, so you have that fluidity, and it's basically the best UX. Everyone else is playing catch up. Finally, stablecoin. As of now, USDT and USDC are not used within Cardano. Well, they are bridged, but not natively. He says, but eventually a large cap stable will be used in the ecosystem, and once that happens, all bets are off for Cardano DeFi. I expect when this happens, a huge price and volume push will follow. So again, you can use bridging, but like we say on the channel, USDC these nuts, USDT these nuts, USDA these nuts, USDM these nuts. Just bring them all and let the users decide, because it will also help a lot bringing Circle and Tether in terms of brand, perception, authority, all that jazz. So good stuff. Speaking of bridges, Rosen Bridge, again, back to back. ERGO to Cardano, almost $22,000 today, and another transaction of almost 27,500, well, 27.4K, ERGO to Cardano. Again, proof that people are using cross-chain bridges. What did Charles think about the fight last night? I watched it, and wow, Netflix. Oh my goodness. With fiber optic internet, I couldn't even watch it live, just kept buffering. So Netflix, y'all gotta fix that. I was just thinking of all the network memes. Charles says that, I'm proud of Mike for going the distance. 58 is beyond old to be in the ring against someone half his age, actually more than half. It's a 31-year age gap, I think. He has a warrior's heart, but his body just couldn't deliver for him. Doesn't matter, because we all still love his spirit. Thanks, Mike, for giving us all one last rodeo. It was funny, to say the least, I guess. Big respect for Mike. And yeah, I think the takeaway is Netflix, you got to improve your servers. Take notes from YouTube. Dedium, decentralized GPU compute network on Cardano. We recently saw with Huawei Cloud APAC official partnership. Exciting news. A Cardano-based project is now using our GPUs and running on a Dedium node. This project has multiple use cases and is helping to drive Cardano adoption. Keep an eye out for the announcement tomorrow, so we'll keep an eye out for that. Finally, before we look at price, POV, you were flooded out of your ADA bags by large noob influencers at the lows. You all know who you are. I won't even mention your name. So many people were like, oh, it's old narrative. It's old narrative. Oh, it's nonsense. Nonsense. You know what? I would go as far as saying like some of these projects like Cardano and XRP might continue to flip some more above them. People underestimate the brand power. People underestimate that even people see Cardano, XRP, and their time-tested staple names. You can't beat that. That's undeniable. We're almost, guys, at 100 million transactions sometime soon. I think this week we will close 100 million transactions. We're at 99.3 million. And Cardano, guys, can't complain. 76 cents. I still stay with my predictions. Q1, Q2 minimum for when altcoin season will begin to surge. We'll watch Bitcoin dominance closely, but it's great to enjoy these pumps. Bitcoin around 91K right now, 90K, 89K. And taking a look at prices right now, it's great to see Bitcoin just chilling 90.8. Big respect to XRP for the 106% 7-day pump. When we look at Bitcoin dominance, again, this is my go-to, because at the end of the day, ADA all-time high 1 was at 37%, second around 40%. So we still have a ways to go for Bitcoin dominance to tumble to green light altcoin season, where ADA, XRP, and many others will continue to go crazy. And I know it's hard to believe. Even for me, it's like, what do you mean? Like, XRP's already climbing up, ADA's climbing. Well, we have to factor in inflation. We have to factor in so much more capital. And at the end of the day, Bitcoin dominance is an undeniable metric, and it's arguably higher than this when you involve wrapped Bitcoin on various networks. So I think when it starts to come down to the low 50s, we may see that altcoin season begins. But, you know, at the end of the day, what is the price we can expect? It's hard to know, but I think it's easy for us to see $5 to $7 and surpass that. It's evident now. A lot of people are realizing that there's positive sentiment with Cardano after we flipped TON and TRX. And now with interesting news with like BitcoinOS stuff going in January 2025 and beyond, SpaceX stuff to be revealed, US crypto policy stuff to be revealed. Very exciting times ahead of us. So guys, let me know, what is your price prediction for Cardano ADA? When do you think altcoin season will begin to surge? I think Q1, Q2 of next year. Hit that subscribe, hit that like. I'll see you in the next Angry Crypto Show.